You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV Saturday Night Live After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's SNL After Show.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Bing is for doing, and we're doing another SNL AfterBuzz episode for the week of May 5th, the Eli Manning and Rihanna episode. I am your host, Matthew Kyle. With me, as always, is the beautiful,
I'm
stunning.
beautiful, stunning. I got my mustache going. I'm feeling good. Graham high.
That's right, Graham high. And look at this, a lovely lady in the house.
Joining the team.
Hello, Lindsey Kinard here. Excited to be here.
Yeah, welcome, Lindsey. Hopefully, I'm afraid sometimes we get a little blue, we get a little crude. Hopefully, we don't offend you or anything.
I'll keep you guys in line.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, feel free to yell at us or slap us on the hand or something. I mean, I don't know if you could reach Matthew.
If she can.
A proverbial slap on the hand.
Proverbial, okay.
Yes.
She's also going to enhance our vocabulary, apparently, because I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, we mostly say poop jokes and stuff. So.
All right. You guys feeling good?
Yeah. Good Cinco de Mayo. Do you guys have a good one?
Cinco de Mayo was fun. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Casa de Mi Padre today.
How's that?
It was all right. It was pretty good.
Okay, because we'll get to Will Ferrell later, but yeah.
So, yeah.
A little foreshadowing for the show.
Oh, yeah.
I did a little grilling out while listening to La Bamba, so I celebrated in true Cinco de Mayo fashion.
There you go.
Nice.
See? She's keeping us together, keeping us honest.
Thank you.
And if you guys were going to ask me what I did for my Cinco de Mayo, I was on iTunes. I mean, I did the drinking too, but I was on iTunes.
And why were you on iTunes?
Well, because I was studying. I guess it wasn't really studying, but I was going to the Saturday Night Live AfterBuzz iTunes page, where I will tell you guys how cool it is, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everyone is telling friends about AfterBuzz, and you guys actually got some fun Saturday Night Live comments over there. So to that, I will just say, continue to rate the show, continue to put comments over there, and do that whole thing. And I'm being honest, it's a really good show. I think Matthew's very funny. I think Graham's got an amazingly, what is this, a sexy mustache that he's got going on. So
you could probably hear it if you're listening closely.
It needs its own Twitter page. Anyways, how was the episode? Oh, and also I will step in a little bit and we'll let you guys know about our new affiliate program with Amazon. But we'll do that in a little bit. How was the host, you guys?
It was really good. And I'll just throw in real quick with iTunes, make sure to tell a friend, like get the word out, especially for us, because each time you do that, it helps us so much, and we really, really appreciate it. And I read all the comments like 4 or 5 times a day, and it's all my ego is based off of this point. So keep them coming and keep them positive. Eli Manning.
Yeah, it was. I feel like he did kind of like how he wins Super Bowls, where it just happens. Like he's not like the best quarterback, but it just happens to work out. Like it wasn't like an awesome episode. There were a couple standouts here and there, but it was like, hey, everything worked out okay.
I thought he was sort of willing to look silly, which I think helped a lot. It was sort of charming seeing him in these crazy costumes and making silly faces and, stuff he doesn't probably do in the locker room or whatever when you're a cool football player.
Right. Well, how'd you like the monologue?
Yeah, he's better at reading than Charles Barkley. I'll give him that. Like,
oh, yeah. That was terrible, Kenny.
Yeah, I like that one joke where he said he liked to listen to the soundtrack of Cats and walk through a pet store and just imagine all the cats singing to him.
Oh, it was Cats the Musical.
Yeah, Cats the Musical.
That was nice.
That was a nice little touch.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought he was pretty solid in the monologue. He hit the jokes. And he was reading really quickly.
Yeah.
That's what I was impressed by. He actually,
He's had a training with ESPN. He does like some of those like little silly ads every once in a while. Like the Sports
Center. Ran that one into death where they're kicking each other in the butt down the hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So he's had some.
Yeah, I thought he did pretty well with it. It was just sort of a dull monologue, I thought. I mean, I guess just the joke that, he's not that New York. It's all about sort of he wasn't the best tour guide. But yeah, it was just sort of so-so for me. But I agree. I thought he did a good job with it.
But overall, your impressions, if we're going to give a grade rating?
You know, I would say like a B-.
B-? Yeah.
Solid B.
A solid B?
I give him A for effort, being a good sport.
I will I'll give him an A-.
All right.
I'll give him an A-. There isn't a likable quality. I don't know.
Yeah, good game, good game.
But I am from Colorado, and we just got his brother to the Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning.
That's right.
So another thing I built my ego off of. So it's a teeter.
Yeah.
It's a teeter.
You got to build your ego on something.
That's because my face is not working.
Hey, that's why I got the mustache, man.
I know. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, don't be.
So obviously the cold opener was Fox News.
Hey, one of the better ones I've seen in a while. Like, 'cause
Yeah,
they've
not
been,
strictly politics, political realm, but not strictly. We always, have been going off on weeks on how they need to get rid of the political openers because those materials
Right, it's
struggle.
been going on for a while.
Yeah, it's a traditional thing. We understand that, but better material. So you liked it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was one of the better ones. All the different characters. Like, I've seen, Fox Friends? I've seen that pop up here and there, mostly on The Soup, where they're kind of making fun of it. And they lanced them all pretty well. I mean, they all had the ridiculous faces in the comments and stuff. And the one I thought was pretty risque, but not the black and white and lies. The panda on Weight Watchers. I was like, that's pretty... That's a little funny there, yeah.
I was hoping, if all the jokes were in that realm of quality, then I thought I would have liked it better.
Yeah.
But that was the best joke.
Yeah. I mean, they had the hologram Tupac thing. Like, they had a couple riffs on that. But yeah, I was just happy it wasn't another, pundits behind a podium, another debate kind of thing.
Well,
or
there's
Mitt
none
Romney.
left.
Yeah.
It's a Mitt Romney or bust bit.
Yeah.
I guess Gingrich just bailed out, but I don't know. Who cares, right? It's the future of our country. Maybe that's all there is to say about the Fox News. It was okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was a little better than okay.
They got Rupert Murdoch in there. Keep it topical.
That's right. That's right. But I think the strongest bit, maybe my favorite bit of the whole entire season, was the commercial that followed.
The whole season?
Maybe.
Wow, okay.
I'll tell you first of all, I can tell you right now, the two best commercials of the season were this and the perfume one, Red Flag.
Yeah, Red Flag was
Red
great.
Flag, okay.
I like the Almost Pizza. Was that it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a
Almost
good
Pizza
one,
I
too.
liked.
Not Quite Pizza, something like that.
That is strange though. Amazon was one of my favorites, and it's not quite SNL, but most of their better bits lately, like the Game of Thrones last week,
Or recorded.
were pre-recorded, and
and
don't
they're
have
not and they're not digital shorts either. They're just
like
taped
little
material.
bits that they have.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've always been pretty good with pre-taped stuff, but it's head and shoulders above most of their other material now. And I'm getting a little freaked out because that's like Mad TV or, that kind of pre-recorded kind of stuff is
Right.
Yeah, the show's called Saturday Night Live, not Saturday Night Pre-Recorded. So
What? What?
Did that sound terrible?
Oh man! Look
but
at that. I heard snaps from heaven on that one.
That's
That was
right.
Good.
I bring it. No, before you guys talk about the Amazon thing specifically, I will let you know about our Amazon affiliate program here at AfterBuzz. I met Lindsey. I said, "Hey, Lindsey, the first thing that we talked about was her T-shirt. And she's like, "Oh, you love this T-shirt?" I said, "Yes, I like the T-shirt." She said, "Oh, I bought it online." And I said, "Oh, how'd you do it?" She says she went to regular Amazon. I said, "No,
What?
Lindsey.
No, that's old school.
Yeah, it's so
Lindsey.
2011.
2011.
I'm new. I'm new.
Lindsey.
Wah, wah.
So Lindsey said, "Ronnie, how do you do it?" I said, "Oh, you go to AfterBuzz."
Just how do you do in general?
She said, I told her that you go to AfterBuzz, you click
right.
on our banner that's on the top right side. It is our Amazon affiliate program. So when you go buy that shirt or the purple version, actually she is wearing purple, isn't she?
I think it's blue.
Okay. Well, when she wears the
Just a color.
when she wears the deep purple one, when she gets the deep purple one with the low cut, when she goes to buy that, she's now going to buy it through AfterBuzz's affiliate program with Amazon. So I think that's really cool. And the studio that you guys are looking at that you know and love, that's kind of how it pays for it a little bit.
Financed by Deep Purple shirts.
That's right. Super cool, super simple. You just,
Yeah.
it's no different than going to regular Amazon. Instead of typing it in the browser, you just go to AfterBuzz.com. Boom, top right corner.
Yeah, I mean,
click
it's not
Amazon.
my fault that when Lindsey speaks to me, the first thing she talks about is her purchased online T-shirt. I mean, this is not my fault.
It's only your fault that the first thing you talk about is the low cut.
Yeah. Way to get that T-shirt, huh?
Thank you, Lindsey.
Hey, if you're looking to buy 50 Shades of Grey, just go to AfterBuzz TV, then click on the Amazon.
That's right.
And then get freaky sexy when your kids are in the house. Like, that's the steps. Did you guys know about 50 Shades of Grey?
I've
I
heard
did.
the women.
Yeah, the women. Tell us about it. Tell us about it, Lindsay.
I
Give us a
haven't read
perspective.
it. I haven't read it. I
Right,
know about it
that's
as much
okay.
as they poked fun at in the sketch. It's
Yeah.
sort of the sexy book. They're making a movie.
They're making a movie
I
of it?
think so. Or they're starting to
With
pass
Tara
the idea
Patrick.
around.
What?
No, I'm joking.
She's branching out. Okay, so it's like it's like a sophisticated romance novel.
It's like a what is it? Lady Chatterley's Lover from back in the day.
Lady,
All right.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't read. I say it every week.
Well, it's sort of a girly written porn book, I think.
It's just so weird that, I mean, those have been around for a while, so is it just like another level of writing? Like it's more literary? Or is it just I don't know, maybe I just need to do some research on my own.
Maybe we all need to read it.
Just need to read, just light some candles.
But Lindsay, weren't you listening? We don't read. That's the problem. The only book we read is Maria's book called Everyday Girls.
That's right.
I was secretly
And where did we
brought
get it?
here to raise the
Amazon.com?
education.
We
Yeah.
read it frequently.
Wow.
I did like the mom writing. I didn't even know they could. It seems too much for TV, but getting on top of the washing machine with a picture of Joel McHale and a collar. Yeah, that
collar?
that was kinky, man.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, it's a good book.
Yeah. I think my favorite was when she pulled her hand out of the bathtub and she had the glove on.
Water went everywhere, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was the best one, I think, as far as the whole.
Yeah, but of the season, are you
Of
with
the
me?
season? I don't know.
Top 2. If it's not the best, then it's in the top 2. It's Atmosphere reference. Nobody knows that band.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll put it up there. It's up at the top. But
Yeah?
I wasn't that enthusiastic about it, but
Oh, really?
yeah. I mean, it was good, though.
I was moved.
You're moved.
I was moved.
Yeah.
I sat up on that one.
How do you feel, Lindsay?
I liked it. It was sort of surprising. And it definitely combined a couple of fun things. Shades of Grey, Mother's Day coming up. Yeah, I thought it was funny. God, what was it? Mommy has a microphone.
She's
It's just
singing.
like huge.
Yeah. I would feel a little intimidated.
Well, it was just a back massager. It wasn't
Yeah.
something that you get at a store that you and I frequent.
Yeah.
It was just a regular meat and potatoes back massager.
What I did enjoy is how annoyed the women were each time. Like so frustrated.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Society's changing too much, man. I just can't get up with it. Like,
It's the liberalism of women.
I know, man.
I've been fighting it since 71.
71.
I don't know. I'll say anything today.
That's all right.
Now,
What are
the
you
next
gonna say?
bit would have been, well, I'm going to move on because there's no seg.
Yeah,
Thanks.
moving on. We don't do segues here.
We don't believe in segues. The only segue I get on has 2 wheels. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Am I right?
Hey.
Madden motion capture.
Yeah.
Yeah, how'd you like that?
It was all right. I think the outfits are funny in themselves, just seeing dudes with ping pong balls taped to a black leotard. But I don't know, Tebow, I was like, okay, is he still a thing? But
Sort of.
yeah.
Sort of. We shipped him away, but yeah.
My favorite part, though, was the sandwich move, like making a sandwich, dropping it, and looking around, and making sure nobody was there, and then eating it. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good victory move.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
And that ideally, that is how he wants to be seen.
Yeah.
Is eating the sandwich off the floor. Like, in a perfect world, yes, that's how they would see me.
He is so low key. I mean, even that's the most hyped up I've ever seen him ever in any form. Interview or not, or on the field. It's just like he does. It's like that is literally when he did that. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what he does. They're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. He doesn't even shake his fist or anything. He's just like, yes.
No, we had a Jay Farrow sighting in that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
He tried really hard.
Didn't it feel like he tried really
He's
hard?
trying really hard.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like he was there was a bonus incentive built on that. Like, if you smile and do the bit twice, you'll get like an extra kickback.
I feel like this was it Jason Sudeikis and Bill Hader kind of had a couple double teams? Like, they were the 2 guys in that one.
Yeah, doing the Greek choir thing, like actually like kind of explaining his pantomimes, which I thought was a good play.
Yeah, and then they came back later, I mean, with the courtroom thing, and maybe they did some other ones, but I thought they kind of paired up a couple times. I thought that was pretty interesting, how those guys are, they're still goofy and they're laughing because, they're on their way out.
Yeah.
So part of their character is just like laughing at how absurd these characters are too. They don't even try. They're like, all right, so I'm just amused by the other people.
Right. Right, I hear you. And they had Ray Lewis, obviously.
I don't know anything about sports.
Okay.
So.
I figured it was just me, so I
Okay.
just smile and nod.
Ray Lewis is a professional snowboarder. So.
He's the one-
Come on, gullibles. Come on, it was a football bit.
Okay.
He is a talented Caucasian who's 4 feet tall and plays football.
Was he the one with the hair?
See, you guys can't believe anything I say today. So, thank God there's a laugh track.
Yeah.
My ego is plummeting. But yeah, I thought, it was just, it was okay. It was fun. He got to make some faces, and for what it was, I thought he did a nice job. I think one of the more interesting bits would be the next one, which was the texting court case one. Especially, I felt like it took him a long time to get into it. It was a minute of almost nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that was necessary. But once they started getting into it, it had its own little play there. It was a little, I kind of enjoyed it. I have to admit.
I think that was my favorite like skit of the night, the courtroom one.
Yeah.
The hey, you up, and again, you up, and what's up, and again, you up. I was like, dude, he does look like a frat boy kind of guy, like an ex-frat boy in a way, just like hitting up girls with texts. I don't do that yet. But I don't know.
You don't text them. You just hit them on the can phone.
Yeah.
Come back.
Do dudes do that on the reg? I mean,
on the reg, we're so hip here. We're so hip today.
I mean, yeah, maybe back in like college, and the frat days. But yeah, I thought it was just interesting. Like, let's call out, sort of our dorky, embarrassing texts in a court of law. In a very high-stakes situation, a very official situation, and they're reading out loud your stupid hee-hee.
It did. It kind of reminded me of, remember, To Catch a Predator? And they would come in and, and catch them and then read the awful stuff, and the guy just sitting there just plummeting like, oh. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit, especially when they got to, like, say that again. Cool.
What does that mean?
Cool. It means cool.
Oh, okay. But how do you say it?
Yeah, just having to explain yourself.
Because it's so dumb. I did a face, which is like,
the lawyer and the judge, once again, Jason Sudeikis and Bill Hader, doing that they changed from lawyer and judge to like bros, like judging his technique. They're like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I know I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I just want to let you know that you're loved. And they're like, come on, man. Just judging his text like, okay, we've all been there. We've all been trying to hit someone up, but come on. You don't do it like that.
Yeah, exactly. Against the game, right?
Yeah.
On the reg.
On the reg. It's a mustache talking.
Yeah. Another solid commercial, solid I'd say, would be Little Brothers, which is fun, obviously, since you guys may or may not know, but Peyton Manning, who's now a Denver Bronco, is his older brother, and obviously one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And Eli Manning is his little brother.
Yeah.
Who is also a fine quarterback and lucks into winning Super Bowls, apparently. So they were playing on that, a little loosely.
And his brothers hosted SNL with some success. Yeah.
Yes. And so that was the thing, is he has more Super Bowls than his brother, so there's this little kind of, publicity fake competition created by the media, if you will, about who's ahead in the game. He's got the more Super Bowls. The other one has all the accolades, but he did better on Saturday Night Live. Let's see if Eli Manning can do a good job. And I'd have to say, between two of them hosting, it was pretty comparable.
Yeah. They both have that same kind of charm to them, just like a
good old boy. It's like they're like good old boy, like rich good old boys. It's kind of like that George Bush thing, like good old boy from Connecticut type thing. Because he's really likable. George Bush.
He was. There was a period of time where he was like a likable guy or something like that. I mean,
like 84.
Yeah. I could use just the dude flipping off the camera and getting drunk in public. I mean, that was
that was fun.
Yeah, good old times.
Come on the show, George. Yeah.
I wish with the little brother skit that they played up more of the secret psychosis that Eli has against Peyton.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the best part was like, what is it? He locks Andy Samberg in the trunk, and he has like some, this. Next time you're gonna treat your younger brother with respect, Peyton. He's like, I'm not Peyton.
Right. Who's Peyton?
Yeah. Who's Peyton? Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a companion to the commercial which Peyton did. I want to say 3 years ago, something about that, when he was on the show, and he did the Big Brother skit, but it was him beating up the kids.
Yeah.
I think I liked Eli Manning most in this one.
He was the most gregarious. I've never seen it. He was screaming at the end.
He was really into it.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, he looked like he was having fun.
Yeah. He's into child abuse. Maybe
Guess
that's what we're uncovering on this episode. My goodness.
Comes the light. He had a good maniacal laugh at the end too, like an actual.
Yeah.
Like he's got some problems deep down in there. Just rich, nice boy problems.
Rich, nice boy problems. His diamond shoes are too tight. Wallet not big enough for his 20s, those type of things. Old man news. Hey, we're calling back.
I don't know.
You liked it the first time, I thought.
I did. I liked it all right. Just this time around didn't really work for me as much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel Bill Hader didn't even think it was as funny as he usually does.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, usually he has a lot more fun just like
Hitting
messing
people with the
around with the
microphone.
people. Yeah.
And he gets that good pop. And a lot of the times he wasn't getting the pop off the mic when people were hitting it.
Maybe
But
he's a little intimidated by big old Eli Manning.
probably.
Didn't want to go too crazy.
I think it's funnier when he was rubbing Kristen Wiig in the original one they did. When he was like rubbing her and like touching her like very physically.
Yeah, they had a lot more stuff going on that last one,
Yeah.
but this one was just
This one was just kind of like one-off racism comments. Like a few like, no, okay, we're done.
I did like
But
how
yeah.
Fred. I'm always a big fan of Fred Armisen, but his makeup for this one made me laugh. And he didn't have any lines. That's where he had like the skull and the eyes all darkened out. He was a guy that got beat up by the police or something.
Right.
He just won't talk to him. Well, she's like, no
And
way.
he's like, no, no.
Yeah, so he was in makeup for a while for that bit, only to just be there with that on his face.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if you like, I don't know if it works as well when they have him on location. Like, why don't they have that character in the studio or something, you know, where they have to deal with him more? It seems so easy that you can just shoo him away. They keep pretending like, no, we need to get this story. We need to get this story. And you know they don't. And so the suspension of disbelief is a little too much there. And it's like, why don't you put him in a situation where you have to deal with him? Or you're at the old folks' home and they have to deal with him and he's still trying to report to people because that's, you know, he's senile or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't like it the first time around, really. I thought it was kind of fun when him and Wig were messing with each other.
Yeah.
But
after that, it was kind of...
yeah, just, you know, if I have to look at the material and everything as a whole, then I'm like, no.
Well,
at least they're having fun.
It could be another swan song, like you're saying. Like we had the Gilly swan song, and they're just like... Maybe they're just phoning in these characters. Bill Hader's leaving, right? He's one of the ones getting out? No, he's not?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
it just seems like it.
that's Sudeikis, Sandberg, and Wig.
Oh, okay.
Is hightailing it. So Hader still be there. Hader's interesting to me now that we're on the subject because he never has any defining characters, really. He's never had anything that like stuck or hit it out of the park or he's done more than...
Stefan?
Stefan is the big
Stefan,
one.
thank you.
Yeah,
so, okay, so
good call.
prove me wrong. But other than Stefan, I'm trying to think of like sketches is what I was trying to think of. He did the one where you do the Italian talk show thing. They've done that a couple times. They've done this one twice. I don't know. It just surprises me. His character work is so strong. And he's always, you know, they usually stick him as like a secondary character because he fills out the picture so well. But that surprises me a little bit. Like, other than Stefan, why doesn't this guy have a character that flew, you know?
That is true, yeah. He's just more of that kind of eccentric, crazy guy you just throw in to a skit already to kind of balance it out. Or
Yeah, just, a good character actor type thing, you know? He's their Philip Seymour Hoffman, I guess. Right?
I don't think anyone ever would compare him before, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, he's... Yeah. Bill Hader and Philip Seymour Hoffman, you know.
It's like the same thing.
Interchangeable.
Yeah. To a Weight Watchers coach, anyway. So, weekend update.
Yeah.
Fun as usual.
I mean, the Patricia Console thing was all right, but the Dictator was a pretty impressive little...
Really?
I don't know. I mean,
I want to hear it. You guys go, and then I'll ruin everything.
I mean, I thought it was like a kind of a big moment. It wasn't as funny as it could have been. But, you know, Martin Scorsese kind of pop in, and he had a couple of jokes. I did laugh at the 14-year-old virgin, the sequel to the 7-year-old virgin.
I thought that was too far. I don't draw many lines in the sand. But, yeah, that was like, oh, God.
Well, I think what it was is like Sacha Baron Cohen gives a little bit of like anarchy to it because you don't know what he's going to do or what he's going to say. And that's kind of like the original fun of Saturday Night Live. Like there's going to be some kind of line that could be crossed at some time.
Right.
And I think I was more excited like, oh yeah, and the whole bit wasn't great, but it was kind of this, the energy kind of went up just a little bit, for me at least.
I agree, because I agree with you wholeheartedly that you don't know what he's going to say.
Yeah.
I just find usually what he says not all that funny. But that's my personal opinion. What do you think?
I thought it was funny to see Martin Scorsese show up. That's not who I expected to be under that.
And I couldn't recognize him. It took me like 10 seconds to figure it out.
Glasses.
Well, they were hiding the eyebrows.
Yeah.
That's my identifier for him.
But like, what was he doing there? Like, how did they talk him into just I don't know. It always
Hugo coming
surprises
on
me the
DVD or
people they can maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know how he got there either, and it was kind of weird. And then they were doing like, and then he was needling them with like these useless like Hugo and Aviator jokes. I was like, really? We're making this a movie bit, even though you're a dictator? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he might have missed one of the shocks.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the shocks in there had no effect. He became immune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was it last episode or the episode before? We've had such a delay between new episodes, I'm forgetting. But it was the Laser Cats 3
Yeah.
with Steven Spielberg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And remember on that episode, I was commenting on how I'm like, wow, Steven Spielberg is kind of a good actor playing himself, as though he should be. He's only been doing movies for 50 years. Martin Scorsese is not.
Yeah.
He is the antithesis.
Yeah.
of
He didn't know
the
what he
Steven
was
Spiel-
doing there either.
No, he
was
didn't.
just like,
They actually got him out of his bedroom in his pajamas.
just put that hood on him and like rolled him in.
Did he always have like stark white hair?
No, back in like Taxi Driver, he had a scene in Taxi Driver. He had like really dark, crazy hair.
I always thought he had salt and pepper hair, and then he had the big. I don't know.
Oh, did he? Oh, yeah, he was born with white hair. I just
He was born with white hair.
that would be great in this.
He played Powder in that movie. Remember?
That was a better performance of his.
That was. Now, the best part of any of our shows, obviously you'll learn, is the Kristen Wiig time, which Kristen Wiig, the tanning mom, because she hits everything out of the park. And once again, I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that toast bit,
Yeah,
the
that was good.
closer. Oh, man.
Though I was surprised Seth didn't ask her too much about the actual situation, like the daughter or anything. They touched on that pretty quickly, and then it was just all about, her and how awful she looks.
Yeah, I know. And it's so funny when she rolled out, because I had just seen a picture of that woman earlier in the day. She looks so much like her.
It's pretty
I'm
gross.
just like, yeah.
I like the snap into a Slim Jim, like all the Jersey boys would like to snap into this Slim Jim.
Yeah. Which I'm sure is a popular colloquialism in Jersey. It sounds like something. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty solid bit. She's always good with, tapping into a character, like making a character out of someone that's just in the news, and kind of using it as a bit.
Yeah, like when she did Lana Del Rey,
Yeah.
obviously. That was great, too.
Exactly, man. We're going to miss her.
We're going to miss her so bad.
You'll see her in the movies.
But it's not the same.
I know.
Because remember when Will Ferrell was on, and then it was like great, and then he left, and then did like 2 good movies, and then it was like,
He's coming back next week.
I know. So hold that thought.
Yeah.
'Cause we're going to talk about
Put a
that
pin in
later.
it.
Put a pin in it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put a pin in it. I was trying to shorten it like the reg.
Pin in it.
I couldn't short it. Yeah, put a pin in it.
Pinning in it.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, we're
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
do it. There's whiskey in these glasses. Just straight
See,
whiskey.
now he's just hitting the button to make us feel better.
Thank you, Ronnie.
That one was real.
That was a real laugh.
The second one was real.
That was the actual. We have a studio audience here, and they're not laughing at all.
But
So we got to pat it
we're
out.
holding their bus transfers until they do. So we'll see. The Dictator, you guys going to go see it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen. Yeah.
Did you see what was the second one? What was the last one that didn't do it? Like Borat was like a big thing. Everybody kind of saw that. And then the next one was
Bruno.
Did you see Bruno?
I did not.
I didn't either.
Okay. So Dictator, we're on an upswing then, huh?
Yep.
All right.
It seems
Duxbury and
he's
Cohen.
not doing the same exact thing. He's doing the character, but he's not doing the.
Well, it's like
documentary
half scripted, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like I still saw commercials where he was doing like his usual, improv with people who don't know thing. I don't know what you call that. Pranking.
thing. Yeah.
And then there's like scripted elements too. So they're like blending it now.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot more of that, scripted element there, and kind of taking it, not as much taking advantage of people, trying to have an actual plot.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I might see it myself. I don't know. This was a fun one. I thought, what is this? The game show. What is this?
It seems like the sequel to the courtroom kind of thing, or a prequel to the him on the text phone. That same kind of character find himself in, the
I see
frat
that.
boy.
Yeah. Excellent connection, Graham.
Hey,
Wow.
Interesting. Finding a through line.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
all
beautiful.
about thematic elements here.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I really liked it. Just because I was like, at first I thought it was like, what is this? And I thought it was going to be like, oh, it's going to be an engagement ring or something. What is this? And like, okay, yeah. But when she was like, what is this?
What is this?
What is this? I was like, I've been there.
I really enjoyed. She sort of wasn't like the main part of it, but Vanessa Bayer, right, who's the contestant.
Yeah.
I thought she was just really delightful in this. I don't know, she was so excited about her shirt, and like every time she got it right, even though it was just the easiest thing, she still, you could tell, was like really excited and really proud of herself.
Yeah, that was fun. I thought Abby Elliott was she was a little better actress than I thought she was too. They kind of played it like, you know, to a nice real level, and I thought it really served it well. Because Eli Manning, he was a little bit lost in that one.
Yeah.
That required a little bit more skills than I think he was willing to produce at the moment. But I think she made up for it completely.
Oh, yeah.
Played that clean
She
girlfriend
seemed
excellent.
just the right amount of desperate. Just not too much desperate.
And it almost, it made sense the way Eli Manning was so not, you know, not totally emotionally committed, because that's why she doesn't know what this is, because you can't see him ever, you know, giving any emotions away.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I just wish that he could play like a little like more aloof, you know, or just see, or maybe more of a jerk, because he was still sitting there. He's like, oh, I don't know, and it's like, you're so nice. So I couldn't believe him as being like the mean guy who didn't care. But
do you think he is like that in real life? What kind of man is Eli Manning?
back rubs, 9 out of 10.
Do you think he's a sweet guy?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What kind of vibe do you get?
I think he's a nice guy. I don't necessarily get the smartest vibe, but I think he seems like a very nice guy. He'd open the door for you probably, for any one of us. Yeah.
So Peyton's got the brains.
I think so.
Well, they're like built upon this aw shucks mentality, where it's like this humble thing, you know, where it's like, you just won like 19 Super Bowls, and he's like, oh shucks, I don't know, I'm not special. I just you know, bring a lunch pail to work, and like, you know, really, in your Bentley, okay, I buy it. 1%ers. Don't get me started.
Yeah, I would have already pawned both of those Super Bowl rings by now.
Yeah, right.
Like, I need
got a pile of crack this high, right? Like Tyrone Biggins.
Yeah, so I'm a big crackhead. Sorry.
You know, I've seen on Pawn Stars, those rings don't go for as much as you think they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pawn Stars is kind of a joke too, but I don't know. They should do a Pawn Stars bit. That's a bit. Do you guys watch the show? No. Okay, it's like the #1 cable show, but we'll forget that.
It's sad.
This is also a huge cable show, which was the next bit, which was the Chelsea Lately parody. Helga Lately.
Helga.
Yeah, which kind of missed me a little bit. I don't know. What did you think?
Did not love it.
Did not love it.
It's polite.
You know,
Well, that was McKinnon, the new cast member. That was her big bit, I guess, of the show.
what I did think was fun was, you know, they all sort of tried to use the accent and then drop in those English words, you know, and they did a good job with it, which has to be hard, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then when Eli Manning comes on and it's just totally no accent, like Flugen, Floygen, locker room, it was just
Reading the cue card, too. He's like, is that Floygen?
but it almost sort of got to call out the joke, and I thought that like his complete lack of accent helped it for me.
Yes.
I think
I like the
agree with that.
Toop Shelf, or whatever, the little shout out to the Swedish chef from the Muppets.
Oh, right.
That was probably where I laughed the most, where they were talking about, like, coming up next, Toop Shelf.
Yeah, it was just, I thought it was interesting that they played on the show that way, but at the same time, it was so one note, you know, it was like, okay, Floygen, you know, dirty word, dirty word, dirty word, and it was like everybody was doing the same thing. I was like, okay, there was no change here. So that was kind of my least favorite, I think, even though I think skill-wise, it actually did take a lot of skill to perform, you know, and she's really solid. I like her.
Yeah, she's a good performer.
I haven't like laughed at anything she's done yet, I'll be honest.
I haven't given her anything particularly like laugh out loud worthy yet.
She's got some crazy faces. Like, she makes her eyes bug out, and her smile gets so weird. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the more characters I
think
could give her.
she's gonna hit. She's gonna hit. I know that she's got a lot there. And then obviously the two last bits, which I think drag queens was almost. What happened there?
That was my least favorite.
I think it was. Wouldn't it be funny to see Eli Manning in a dress?
And the answer is no. You know, clearly, because what's new about that?
They did it with Charles Barkley too. He had a whole skit where he was dressed as a woman.
That's so 1950s to me. I don't understand why we're still dressing men as women and then thinking it's funny.
I wonder if they're the ones that come in and is like, hey, what if I wear a dress? And they're like, okay.
And you're like, oh, crap.
Yeah. That's
Either
hilarious.
I don't know.
The only thing I liked was his name was Chicken Fried Steak. That was it. Like, yeah. I'll be like, I'll take that away. Maybe I was raised in the South, so, you know, chicken fried steak.
We'll put a pin in that, too. And then, obviously, the final bit of the night would be Cheech and Chong and Richard.
Yeah.
Which Bill Hader, such a good Chong. That voice was dead on. Yeah.
That was a good Cheech and Chong.
Yeah. It's kind of like, meh.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Like, I have nothing against it. It was well played by,
Yeah.
Fred and him.
And it sort of played on the whole Eli Manning being just like this, nice guy. It was just putting him in like what would be the situation we'd be least likely to see this person in.
Right.
He's always sitting in the back seat. As soon as they pull out a joint, okay, I'm gonna get out. I want to see the prop, the space joint they had.
It was huge.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah.
See, I think the funnier bit there, and maybe it's just so out of character for Eli, it wouldn't have worked. But if the Richard character was a bigger junkie than them, like they were only trying to get high off marijuana or something, and he was like a heroin addict or something, and like pushing them to the limit, and they're weirded out.
Yeah, that would be.
Like,
and also Eli just doing a character like that, just being all strung out, junkie kind of thing.
Exactly, just like sweating for no reason in the back. Just
Come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah, exactly, and they're like, oh, I don't know. Like, calm down. Like, that's what I would have liked. But I don't know. Here's for hoping. But, well, that's pretty much covers everything for this episode. Yeah. So let's take a little commercial break. We'll come back. We'll hit it some with predictions for next episode.
A little bit of Rihanna talk.
Yeah, a little bit. And just love for each other.
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Oh, buzz.
Yeah, keep it
well,
buzzing.
yeah. So this episode, Eli Manning and the lovely Rihanna. What'd you guys think?
She was Rihanna. I mean, good-looking lady, good dance moves, decent singing, crazy set pieces.
Yeah, wild, huh?
Yeah, not my deal, but I mean, yeah.
You're no Rihanna fan, though. No. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
okay.
I expected something a little more, I don't know, exciting or something. I mean, she did great. She looked great. She sounded great. She can dance. Yeah, she had some cool set stuff.
Did she do a bit at all?
No,
because it wasn't. She did the Shirani thing. Wasn't that her, or was that a different entertainer?
No, I think that was her.
That was her that did
I thought
Shirani.
so.
She's also got the film that's going to be out, which is I can't remember the exact film, but that's
Battleship.
Yeah, so that's more of a different kind of role. So I thought like SNL could have been a great escape for her to do something goofy and Shirani-ish.
Something to put on the reel.
Yeah, and a lot of times they do get those musical guests in there, even in just a little way. But no.
yeah, and this Battleship's supposed to be like her big film debut, right? Or like her big role.
She should have put the pin in it. Or what have we been saying all
That's right. On the rag, Ronnie. Put the pin in it.
on the rag, man.
I have a feeling that Battleship movie is going to fit its title because it's going to bomb.
Oh.
Seriously, that's the lamest board game.
Yeah, I don't know. It's terrible looking.
And what? I don't remember there being any sort of like mechanical aliens in the board game.
Well, you got the budget version. All of these rich kids have it.
we had the electronic set.
Yeah, you and the Mannings playing Alien Battleship.
I don't know, man. One of my buddy, I don't want to trash Battleship too much, but he was talking about the trailer, and Rihanna is in it. But you'd expect her to be like in a sexy military outfit or like kind of play up. Yeah, Rihanna, she's sexy and cool.
Yeah.
She's just in like army fatigues with a cap and just like behind a radar.
There is a specific music
Be
video.
a real actress.
There is a music video she has where she is in army fatigues and well, she ain't wearing much of anything. So Graham, take your internet time when you're not on AfterBuzz.
Thank
and
you.
Go look at that.
I'll tap that out.
You and your
You'll tap that out?
You and your mustache.
Yeah. I hope that's not code.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
It is. You guys want to jump into
riddles.
predictions in a minute?
We certainly
we do.
should. But overall, Rihanna?
She did her Rihanna thing.
Cool.
Your AfterBuzz
Yeah, she did
TV.
fine.
Oh, predictions. What do we see in the crystal ball ahead? Next week we have Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And Usher Raymond.
That's his last name.
That's his last name. You didn't know that? Yeah.
I never had much respect for him, but now that just kind of
His actual name is Raymond Usher.
You bought his first album back when he was 14.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Me?
No,
Oh,
I'm talking
Matthew.
about Matt.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Matt's
yeah.
a huge Usher Raymond fan.
Yeah.
I did it my way. Am I right?
Oh man, nice.
Almost makes you want to play the song.
That's right.
You get on like the kitchen floors in your socks and do the Usher dance where you just kind of just slide your feet around.
Pretty much.
He's got some cool dance moves. I'll give it to him.
He does. He does. So what are your predictions?
Ooh, I would, not that you asked me, I would like to see Will Ferrell's character. We could make a character where he's like a choreographer teaching Usher a new like dance or something like that. That would be cool. SNL people should listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, that'd be good.
Yeah, Usher Raymond.
Usher Raymond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I predict we'll definitely get some recurring old Will Ferrell characters in there.
Okay. Any particulars?
You know, one of my favorite is, what is it, the professors that are just like really nasty and dirty, like in assorted hot tubs. and
Oh,
hotels.
yeah.
Oh,
Love
with
that.
Rachel Dretch.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, maybe.
She may show up. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes. That's what I'm hoping for.
Gramley, Raymond.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think he's gonna do some good stuff. I would almost wonder if he's gonna do like some Anchorman stuff because he showed up on Conan as.
Oh, as Anchorman.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
interesting.
That may
That's a
be some
good
weird
point.
crossing of streams.
I can almost guarantee one.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, people.
Okay.
Jeopardy.
Oh yes,
I'm going
please.
to guarantee it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you won't because Bill
Shaka
Hader.
Trebek.
Bill Hader's gonna do Eastwood probably. I'm guessing. And Pharaoh, one
So,
of the 5.
Are they gonna get Daryl Hammond back for?
Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. I'm sure he's just sitting watching SNL.
Well, he did write an autobiography about how he was doing a lot of drugs, so.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? Put a pin in it, people. Go get the book. So we're excited for the next week's episode. I hope you all are.
I think Lindsey had some knowledge to drop on us.
Oh, yes,
she mentioned
before
during
we
the break.
go.
Yes,
before
I think.
we go.
I'm a little nervous to say this because the boys didn't know about this yet, but I'm pretty sure Mick Jagger hosting the finale.
Mick Jagger.
Would he be the guest as well? He would be the musical guest,
Oh, I
or
don't
you?
know about that.
Oh, you got an
okay.
album out? Maybe Iman. Is that his wife? No, that's the other
yeah,
dude.
that's David Bowie.
Yeah, whatever.
After a while, they all turn the same.
I get all those super handsome guys mixed up.
Cool.
See, I'm killing it tonight. You guys got your bus transfers. You want to plug anything before we?
Yeah, just
run
check
here?
out my Twitter. Yeah, Graham High at Graham High. You got a
Yeah.
website, you can link it up. Whatever. I'm just living.
At Kinardle. Kinard L. New web series coming out soon.
Oh,
but for now,
nice.
just follow me at Kinardle.
Oh, just keep us in the dark on that
I
one. I
will,
got it.
yep.
Well, I'm Matthew Kyle, www.matthewkyle.com. And we'll catch you guys
Cool. Thank you, Ronnie.
next week. Thank you, Ronnie, in the booth, as always,
Thank
doing a
you.
fabulous job. Go hit up Amazon, rate us and comment us
Rate,
on
comment.
iTunes, and keep my ego up. That's all I ask.
Yeah, we're desperate.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views
Yep.
expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.